Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghai. My name is Duke, and again, this was going to be another grading video. We were grading a fat stack of romance comic books when we ran across another love quiz. So we had to stop production and take the quiz. So stick around. I think you will have some fun, unless you are Heather Antos or Gail Simone, in which case you're probably already trying to cancel me. But as long as you're not Heather or Gail, stick around. This will be some fun. And we'll move on to Heartthrobs. Heartthrobs, I think, is a title that DC bought from Quality Comics. And they only carried over like 4 books. Blackhawk, GI Combat, Robin Hood Tales, which only lasted, I think, a few issues, and Heartthrobs. Although Heartthrobs, there was a big gap from when they bought out Quality to when they continued the title, and pretty much they continued just the title. Like when it reappeared several months after the purchase, Heartthrobs looked like every other DC romance book of the era. So pretty much they just kept the title. So that was a long and pointless story you don't care about. So again, we get a lot of this. That art's not that good. I was about to say we have a lot of Dick Giordano, Vinnie Coletta, but this particular fucking Ascot. This particular art is not all that wonderful. So it's even worse than Vinny in a Hurry. Oh, another quiz! Yahoo! I'm sorry, but we have to take this quiz because this girl took the quiz and filled it out. So we want to see, again, a 50-year-old man's version in 1971, his idea of what girls thought about love as evidenced in a quiz, which some young girl actually took. Now, in this one, it doesn't appear that she added up her scores. We'll have to do that for her. But, look, they even do an example one. Okay, so the point of the quiz is, are you the type boys go for? Subtitle, are you easy? Are you a slut? That's sort of the subtext. The meta text here is, are you a slut? And what is this? Is this like an example question? You're at a party, talking to a boy you've just met and thinking how well you're getting along together when you notice his eyes are wandering. Oh no! He's nodding and smiling at other people, and then suddenly he says, "Excuse me, I'll be back in a minute." And you never see him again. What went wrong? You looked your best, and you were friendly. So you were not an intersexual feminist. You did care what you looked like. And you didn't treat him like a total cuck to your wants and needs. And yet, he still wandered off. What the hell? To find out if you're the type boys go for, and if you can attract the boys you like, test yourself on these questions. Check A, B, or C. So, do you want the boys you like? Can you attract boys? Number 1. All right. We're going to take this quiz. Number 1. Take the case of the guy at the party we've just described. He's not listening to you. A, do you keep on talking frantically until he finally says, "Excuse me, I'll be back"? B, do you stop talking and disappear while he's giving a big smile to that girl across the room? Or C, do you say, "Excuse me, I want to talk to Jack," and walk off before he does? C. Oh my goodness. So we have right here, we have, I think, a proto-feminist maybe. Let's see. Let's keep going. 2. Oh, how many points is she going to get for that? 1 point for every A you checked, 2 for every B, and 3 for every C. All right. I bet she didn't add up her scores because she was frustrated because she is not the kind boys go for. We'll find out. 2, your date wants to kiss you goodnight, but he doesn't turn you on. Kissing him is the last thing you feel like doing. Well, you're gonna have to suck it up, Buttercup. A, do you tell him the very thought disgusts you? B, do you steel yourself and let him kiss you anyway? Or C, do you kiss your fingers and place them on his lips and blow him a kiss before you close the door? C, you're a tease, is what you are. Oh my goodness. Free mail, and all I get is a blown kiss off the fingertips. That's awful. 3, the crowd wants to go bowling. You'd rather see a movie. A, do you go bowling but spend the whole evening complaining? B, do you cheerfully go to the movie on your own without making a big fuss about it? Or C, do you compromise and go bowling and decide to have a good time anyway? I don't think she checked C, but I think she only checked it because she thought it was the answer, the right answer. The answer that the quiz master wanted. 4, you've accepted a blind date. When he turns up, your instinct tells you it's not going to work out. Translation, he's an uggo. Because if he was hot, you'd probably think it would work out. But no, he's an uggo who pulled up in a Chrysler Gremlin. And you're like, I just don't think this is going to work. So what do? A, do you tell him you have a terrible headache and cancel your date? B, do you spend the evening with him in silence until he gets the point and takes you home? Or C, do you try to make the best of it in the hopes it will turn out okay? And she's a C again. She checks like C. She literally did. She checked C. Oh no, she checked A for 5 and B for 9, but otherwise she's a straight C. Number 5, your boyfriend tells you he's spending the evening at home. You found out later he went to the ball game with 4 other guys. A, do you let him know in icy tones what you think of his telling lies to you? B, do you ask him sweetly if he enjoyed the game? Or C, you don't even raise the matter since you spent that evening shampooing your hair and doing your nails anyway. I just noticed this this ad for this Action Comics #1 t-shirt. The car is the wrong color. It just hit the tripod, sorry. I want that t-shirt. I want the wrong color car Action #1 t-shirt. I also want the binoculars for $2.50. Binocular kit. Why is it a kit? Is it some assembly required? Snap together, no gluing. So I guess it is a kit. All right. Well, back to the quiz. 6, a boy you've just met invites you out and asks you where you'd like to go. You just met. A, do you choose the most expensive restaurant in town? B, do you say you'll leave it up to him? You don't really care. Or C, do you list a couple of things you'd like to do and let him decide which one suits him? C, none of those are really feminist answers. I would think that if Heather Antos took this quiz, or Gail Simone, I think they would be quite frustrated that there are no appropriate answers here. You're having a bad time at work or school or home. You're on the rag. And everything sucks. And you feel life couldn't get much worse. A, do you wear a long face and tell everyone how miserable you are? B, do you try not to look too gloomy rather than depress people? Or C, do you decide to confide your problems only to your closest friend and that you're still going to enjoy life. Well, she's a C. She's a Rebecca Sunshine. 8, you're eating out with your date, and the waiter brings you the wrong order. That fucker. A, do you bawl the waiter out and send the dish back? B, do you tell the waiter about the mistake he's made? Or C, do you tell your date quietly it's the wrong order? Oh my goodness. She's going to let the man solve her problem. Gail Simone, Heather Antos, they would be so pissed. They would be looking up the address to write to the editor to tell him that he needs to get himself in line. Get with the program. It's a woman's world now. The force is female. God damn it. Number 9, last question. You're chatting to one guy at a party when the handsomest boy in the room beckons you to come and talk to him. You've been beckoned. Now, how does he do it? Does he like wave? Does he point? Does he give you those come hither eyes? Oh, I don't know. But A, do you rush over to handsome, leaving the guy you're talking to in mid-sentence? B, do you finish what you were saying, excuse yourself, and then rush to handsome side? And that's what she checked. Well, at least on this one, she was semi-honest. Although you can see she's got a little tick there by C. She wanted to check C because she thought probably that was going to be the right answer, but she couldn't help herself. She had to be honest, and she's ditching Uggo first chance she gets. But anyway, for the record, C was, do you give handsome a nod and smile and wait for him to come to you? No. No playing hard to get for this little floozy. Meanwhile, continuing your chat. Well, I'm afraid Uggo and the gremlin is just going to have to go. So what did she get for a score here? Oh, what was it? 3 for a C, 2 for a B. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12. That's 13, 16, 19, 21, 22, 23, 24. 24. So she got the best score. 21 to 27. Great. Boys really go for you. For the record, 15 to 21 would have been no need to worry. 9 to 15 would have been start thinking some boys like you, others don't. 1 to 9, do something fast. You scare most boys off. So, Gail Simone. Negative score. Yes, they would have had negative score. You are Gail Simone. All right, so we took another quiz. We're not grading books very fast, but we're having fun. What is the grade for this book, by the way? I think I'm going to give it a 5. It's better than a 4 or 5. Jesus, would any dude actually wear that? Look at that. The bell bottoms, white pants, the vest, this freaking barf thing with the mile-wide collar. Actually, these guys look a little too friendly, frankly. I don't think they care what she's doing at all. Kafka? Who's reading Kafka? At the coffee shop, reading Kafka. All right, so her feet look very Dan DeCarlo. Someone started drawing Betty and ended up at Betty Page, blonde Betty Page. All right, so 5. This is a 5 because we've got these issues here in the middle, which is too much damage for a fine 5, 5, or 6. But there's not quite enough going on. A little discoloring there. Not enough going on to bring it all the way down to a very good. So I'm going to call this one a 5. And that is that video. So until the next video, when we finally get to the rest of these books, good night, good luck, and please do be good to each other.